Hey everyone, welcome back to FMEPM channel. I'm Fred Mamajanov and this is the first episode of something I have been wanting to do for a while. A monthly breakdown of what's new in Oracle EPM Cloud. Every month, Oracle publishes their What's New document and everyone is aware about that. They are thorough but also dense. Now, April 2026 is not a normal release. This is the first EPM Cloud update since November 25. 5 months of silence. Let me walk you through what happened. Oracle upgraded the Essbase engine, which powers the calculation and storage layer for planning, FCC, FreeForm, tax reporting, and profitability and cost management, or PCM, from version 11G to 21c. The rollout happened in two phases. In October 2025, with the 2510 update, many customers were upgraded to Essbase 21c. Then in November, with the 2511, Oracle rolled out updates to test environments. And then some problems just surfaced. A few customers reported two types of issues in their test environments. First, calculation accuracy problems. Consolidation numbers coming back different than before. Custom member formulas were producing different results, especially those used calc mode or equal in hybrid mode, along with, and I have paper here, so I'm reading. It's a set hybrid BSO in CalcScript full. And other issues were reported, such as system performance slowdown, rules taking longer to run, data retrieval degrading. These weren't widespread. Oracle was clear about that. They were specific to certain customers, customizations, and observed sporadically. But when your consolidation numbers don't tie, that's a showstopper. Oracle made the right call. Stop rolling out release to production in November 25, which was definitely the right call because you don't want to have issues with your consolidated numbers. You don't want to publish wrong numbers. Users come to you and ask questions why your numbers are not correct. What happened? Everything will go to Oracle. And if you look at the timeline, November through January, no changes. Oracle halted all updates. And if you ask me, I wouldn't think that Oracle will take so much time to fix the issues, but I think what really happened is that Oracle didn't want to with year-end closing. That's my assumption, because all updates were halted until March. That's when usually the organizations will complete their year-end closing activities. Oracle started releasing their patch to fix that issue. And they provided that patch to customers that reported issues. So now with 26.04, if your environment was still running the older version of Essbase, it's getting upgraded to 21c. Everyone's moving to the same version. If we look at applications and where this is relevant, then Essbase upgrade will have impact on planning application, FCC, PCM, FreeForm, and tax reporting. It will not affect to AR, EDM, and NR. However, if you think, why would Oracle then halt the updates for those three applications? The reason is because everything is in sync in EPM suite. So you cannot really release updates to one thing and then hold it from the other things. So it's all in sync, and that's why they decided to put on hold everything. Now, with all of this, what we really have to do now to make sure that everything works correctly, for anyone who is using FCC, I would recommend to wait until Oracle rolls out April release to test environment, and then run consolidation process in prod and in test. Then have your smart use sheet that you would usually use, create a copy of that Excel file, and connect the other file to your test environment. This way, you will be comparing two things, 11G Essbase version versus 21C. And all your accounts, everything should be reconciled. I would recommend to reconcile it line by line just to make sure all data is correct. Another thing, double check that whenever we use commands such as calc mode, equal, and hybrid BSO in CalcScript, all of those business rules produce the same output. Check that your refresh database timeline still remains the same. Check how long your business rules would run. You don't need to check every one rule, but you can pick the ones that usually takes more time, and then you can run them in test environment, which will be your Essbase 21c version, and then check results. When it comes to PCM, it's basically the same thing. You would need to run all your allocations in prod and in test, and then check the results. One is very important thing. If you would like to skip the update in April, you cannot use skipUpdate as you would usually use with EPM Automate. You would need to create an SR ticket with Oracle, and they will skip an update for you. Another thing to keep in mind is that the last update that we had was in November 25. So once you have your update for April 26, your prod and test, they will have different Essbase versions, and you won't be able to fully sync your applications because they are based on different Essbase versions. I hope that helps and clarifies things on Essbase 21c Saga, what happened and why it took so long. And I'm just checking here my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'd like to show this slide, which is called Should I Care? It breaks down updates by roles, admin, dev, and user, and priorities. All right, to the next topic. Probably the most exciting update that we'll see, AI in EPM Cloud. AI is everywhere. It's part of our life, and I don't think there is a way to just ignore it. And as you know, Oracle is investing a lot in AI. So the most significant changes in AI in EPM is Agentic AI, REST APIs, and this is really great. This is what many have been waiting for. AI transaction matching and AI account assignment. My friend Arun would likely cover that, but basically transaction matching will predict based on historical data, based on how you reconcile your transactions before. Follow Arun Rush for more updates on this. And Gen AI is now available in all OCI regions. Before, it was only available in certain regions, if I'm not mistaken, in Asia, in Europe. So now it should be available in all regions. Now, those are three features that are coming with REST API, and I would like here to switch to Oracle website. So over here, what you will see is the feature summary. Let me just scroll down and find REST API. All right, probably missed it. Okay, there you go, new REST API to support Agentic AI interaction. So I'll click on it, and we'll have those three new commands that we can use. And let me click just, okay. It seems the link doesn't work. Okay, the links are not working. Let me just go to the next page and check it here. Okay, probably Oracle will update the links. But basically, the first command, get application summary, what this will give you is the AI will read your application, a mapping where it will define what dimensions you have, what hierarchies you have, your data structure and such. The third one, expert form data. This one seems to be very interesting. Especially it says over here that this is for extracting data using a form when the full number intersection mapping is not known or when the form is asymmetric. You might have some GL, some data, some KPIs that are relevant to specific, let's say, period. So this will let you to use AI the way when it will export data only against relevant intersections. I hope it makes sense. So for example, you might be interested to review your subscribers at a quarterly basis rather than at monthly basis. Some assumptions you might see as an annual assumptions, and that's all. So you don't want to see what just the blanks in all months. This is what it is about. At least that's how I understand it. I may be wrong though, but once we have this in test environment, it definitely worth checking this out. This could be a big thing, a really, really big thing.